Previously on the Wildering camper, we had been weaving our way through Germany slowly, heading to the town of Dresden, so that we could look around the oldest Christmas markets in Germany, before continuing our trip north. We woke in our new spot to find rain hitting the windows and the wind blowing outside, which meant that it was looking like an inside kind of day, as neither of us felt overly interested in venturing outside into the miserable weather. On days like this, we usually keep half the bed folded down and set up our small table, so one of us can video edit, the other can research our next spot and relax. After lazing about for most of the day, we decided it was time to stretch out, so we tidied up the van and pulled on our exercise clothes. This was becoming a bit of a routine, Dylan going for a local run and me setting out the yoga mat that just fit along the hallway. Not only did it give us the exercise we needed, but it also was a great way to get a little bit of me time, which didn't come around often living in a van this small, especially during winter. I don't wanna be just a memory on a screen, yeah. Good morning guys, we're just about to go for a walk. We're actually going to a supermarket to pick up some rations. Yeah, we have been on the spot for 2 nights and we've run out of coins, which is using machines. So we need to go spend some money to get some coins so that we can get some electricity for today. And also just enough food to survive tomorrow because Sundays everything is closed, so we won't be able to buy anything tomorrow. And our fridge is looking pretty empty. But yeah, that's pretty much our day. We packed up a bag so we were able to carry our groceries back, locked Nelly and went on our way. Happy that the rain had stopped and we could look around the area a bit. It was just under an hour's round trip and we were eager to be back in Nelly and didn't think anything of the police car that passed us on our way home.
Saturday, 8th of December, and unfortunately we left for probably an hour and we got broken into. It's pretty devastating. We were contemplating whether or not we should actually drive to the supermarket rather than staying here, and so the only thing I can see that's damaged is the ignition cables. So let's just gather this stuff up and put it in here. They've got so much like
stuff? Like were they moving in? Honestly, it's a bit weird. It's like they were having a party. Got this shit out. It's so frustrating because we just thought it was like a... We don't usually leave the van, but we thought like middle of the day right next to a really busy hotel that would actually be fine. Who tries to steal a van next to a hotel in the middle of the day? And we don't know how long they were in here or trying to get in here, so thanks whoever called the police, or if the police just saw them, who knows. Nelly
wouldn't have kicked over as well because she would have been too cold. So yeah. They would have been trying to start her, but she needs a good turn. Because it might be a little bit of a problem seeing them before. Basically we've got 2 batteries. We've got the main battery and we've also got the leisure battery, and they thought the leisure battery was the vehicle battery, which it isn't.
Life hack.
So basically all it looks like they've done is cut the ignition wire, so I might be able to rewire it back up, which means we could start Nelly. Yeah, I've calmed down a bit now. I think it's just hard. Yeah, it's not nice, is it?
Or just frustrating, I think. And of course, they choose to do it on a Saturday, so everything's closed for the weekend and nothing will be moving tomorrow. So we're hoping to find a tow company and a mechanic and somewhere to sleep tonight. And it's very cold.
I'm shivering. Maybe get your beanie on.
I guess we should wait and see what the police say and then go from there. They had pretty good English. to think of the how frustrating is that? I mean, much better result than if we'd arrived back and there was no van at all, so what you can do. There was nothing we could do until the police returned, but huddle like penguins and wait. The police had passed us coming back nearly 5 minutes before we arrived. We ran in the corner to find 2 policemen outside the van and a man in handcuffs. The other burglar was already off to the police station. Apparently they were so high on drugs that when asked if this was their van, they simply replied, "No, we broke in," which led to their arrest. We know that we were super lucky that Nellie had still been there when we returned. Glad for her stubbornness to wake up in the cold. Nothing had been stolen because the police had called before they had a chance to leave. The really upsetting thing about it was the invasion of privacy. Having 2 strangers in our home, going through our stuff, our food, and in our bed. The feeling wasn't pleasant, and we just wanted the day to be over already. So we've got in touch with a tow company, or like a AA, or they call it Yellow Angel, what they call it here. They're just going to wait for them to come back with a price of how much it's going to take to get towed or potentially fixed. Dylan's actually trying to fix it now. They had quite a clean cut on it, so he's trying to reconnect those wires. So we can drive it literally 20 metres to the hotel next door, where we'll be able to stay tonight. But if they need to come and tow it into the major city, then we're going to have to try find somewhere else to stay the night. We definitely don't want to stay in the van. Just need to start off with a clear day, I think, and sort through the van. Might need to stow some stuff away, we don't know yet. While Dylan's doing that, I've taped up the window as best as I could with some bags and duct tape.
This next one's going to be a bitch. Alright, next one.
No. Okay. Woohoo! I am amazed.
We have reversed their hot wiring technique and we've managed to start Nellie. What the fuck? High five.
I've literally got happy tears in my eyes right now, guys. Maybe that's tired tears, I don't know.
I have no idea how it's happened, but we have managed to rectify the wiring situation and she's starting, which is fucking awesome because potentially that means now we don't need to go to get a tow truck. We can go to a hotel somewhere.
There.
Well, there. Park, and then on Monday go find a mechanic and get him to fix.
Yeah. We're gonna stay at this big fancy hotel across the road because we're absolutely exhausted. We don't know what we'd be driving into. It's just so hectic, it's really dark, it just seems ridiculous. So we're gonna stay over there, which we actually got for slightly cheaper, and they've been lovely to us. They brought us tea, and they're actually the ones that called the police on these people. So I'm really looking forward to just a nice night and being out the van. They have a car park, so it should be secure enough to park over there. I don't know, I just want to curl up in bed really.
Alright guys, our very orange room. These, oh, you got a light? Oh, it's nice and cozy.
Oh my god, there's a room. Oh my god.
So this place just happens to be like an indoor swimming pool and spa area.
Right next to where we were parked.
Right next to where we had an attempted robbery. But yeah, so basically, just run it over again.
Do you get to keep the robes?
Well, we have to walk around in those.
Oh yeah.
That's a bit better. So basically, the guys that tried to steal Nelly, they cut the ignition wires in order to try and hotwire it, I guess you'd call it. But because it's a diesel, I don't think they can really do that. Well, I don't have expertise, but I'm pretty sure you can't do that. So we managed to be able to reconnect them, however fiddly it was, and we have some electrical tape which we wrapped around. Managed to start Nelly, which was awesome. But mechanics don't open till Monday, so basically we just need someone to do a little fiddly job and reconnect that up. And also need to get someone to repair the glass. But to be honest, you're dealing with the police, and having known that these dickheads essentially were in our van running through God knows what about all of our stuff with their drugs as well, it just leaves a little bitter feeling. So we might be doing a bit of a cull of things we have in there. But that's tomorrow's job. Right now I think we're just gonna relax, go get the complimentary breakfast tomorrow, and then we'll go from there. It's been a long night, but hopefully Nelly should be safe outside the hotel now. Yeah, keep you guys updated. Cool, see ya. Champion of the mall. I feel like I'd be like, DK Karamana.
Hey guys, so we just had breakfast at the hotel and now we're just trying to sort out the van. And we just keep finding the weirdest shit. Like...
Careful.
Like they were really trying to move in, like they have their own artwork. So we've got permission from the police to throw anything we find of theirs away. And the hotel's going to use their skip bin, which is great. We're going to throw away our bedding. We don't know how long they're in the van. We don't know if they slept in our bed. They obviously had drugs on them, so we don't know if anything's contaminated. It's just a bit of a shit show. So we're going to throw away our bedding, throw away anything else that looks just munted.
Yeah, it's a bit unfortunate really.
And then we're going to keep going through it over and over again. The biggest fear is that we'll miss somewhere they've hid drugs, and we'll go through a border crossing, we'll get searched, and then we're going to have this whole like...
debacle.
Yeah. So that's our biggest worry, I think. Tomorrow, hopefully we'll get the window fixed and the ignition fixed, and hopefully we can borrow one of their vacuums to vacuum out the glass and the carpet and everything.
Yeah. I think like little things as well, just because like they had stuff up in here and all sorts that maybe we're going to have to either chuck it or bag it, and then at least that way it's all completely clean, and then we'll be able to thoroughly search it. That's the plan. Anyway, I'll show you the bathroom as well if I can.
Trash that bathroom.
Shit everywhere. We'll also have to deal to that.
Can I have a bag? I like having a bag on my head.
Yeah, your bags.
Right there. So we got to cleaning. We bagged everything from their leftover items, our bedding, broken glass, any open food they may have touched, such as the finger marks in our peanut butter, and the little capsule of unknown drug they'd tried to hide in the bottom of our washing basket. And then we repeated the process, looking in all our cases and bags for any other hidden items.
Alright guys, show you this thing here probably annoyed them so much anyway. That's our handiwork. You can see that, the red tape, because basically that's where they cut it, and so we just managed to tape it back up. And that's the broken window, unfortunately.
Slightly better improvement. So I'm just going to throw those bags away. Got some stuff to take back into the hotel, and then we're gonna go back to our hotel room, chill out for a bit, probably do a little bit more research, what we can do, yeah, and just chill out. Van's already feeling a little bit more like home, which is good.
So guys, Nellie is getting fixed. Her ignition's been fixed by the guys at Pit Stop here in the local town. I'll insert the name down below. The guy speaks pretty good English as well, so that was a bonus. But yeah, we had to unfortunately get some glass ordered in. So we managed to get hold of second-hand glass, I think, which is going to get cut to size. But if we had brought new glass, it would have been up near 600 euros. Just being in Germany, it's quite expensive as well. So yeah, we were going to go down the idea of getting plexiglass. I think that's what it's called. And then when we get back to UK, get just the wreckers to change it. But anyway, we will show you in a little bit, I'm sure. Hopefully, fingers crossed. I don't know. Okay, right. See ya. Bye. Guys, it's fixed. Sweet. Guys, here, Pit Stop. We're stoked.
So, oh, let's get away from here. I'm so happy.
Yeah.
Let's drive far away.
Can't lie, these guys have been awesome, man. Like, one-stop shop. Managed to sort it all out for us. And not as bad price-wise as what we thought it was going to be, which is awesome. But yeah, now we're going to look to get well away from this area and move on.
And we shall title this Very Bad Sarah.
Very bad Sarah. Okay, cool. See you guys.
So we are officially getting out of Bad Sarah now. After like a week almost since we arrived. And couldn't be happier. We've got 2 hours till we hit the next spot where we can hopefully stay for the night. We're just going to be a bit more cautious, I think, of where we choose to sleep. But yeah, our window is holding strong. We've had to buy a bit more bedding as well, just because we threw out all our other stuff. So we've got all that cozy stuff. Hopefully it'll be warm enough, as we're going to have to buy it on a bit of a budget. Yeah, feels good to be settling back in home. Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah. And I feel like we were really lucky with going to that pit stop. And the guy spoke English and he just sorted us really well. Maybe he felt a bit sorry for us, I don't know, but he just did a superb job. And yeah. Now it's all back together, and yeah, now I think it's time to get excited for Christmas, which is only a couple of weeks. Good morning guys, we are right at the top of Germany now. We've been travelling for a little while trying to get as much distance between us and Bad Sarah, and also heading for Denmark, which we're actually going to cross into today, which is really exciting. We're heading to a place just outside of Haderslev. It's kind of like a beach house. Yeah, we've got it for 5 nights. There's 8 of us. Hey! Don't gonna work with Stan.
Hydroponics.